Hey guys, it's B Nasty here. I'm going to do a turn of Operation Caporetto as Britain in the spring of 1916. Portugal has already been aligned. I went through and did the tank tech that was mandatory, so I've adjusted so Britain's is on there. They spent $4. They had 38 to begin with, but they only spent 34 because 4 had to go to their tank. Same thing for France. They had to spend 4 to get their tank tech, and Germany had to spend 3. So I've done those 3 powers. And anybody else who wants to opt in, they can probably make that adjustment on Sir Adrian's turn as Austria-Hungary, if that's what he wants. I don't know if the casualties were updated to the French after kind of looking at that battle again. So I'm just going to put, and hopefully I'll remember to make a note around these 2 more casualties, if they're supposed to be removed, or if Crabs wants artillery instead. But that's probably something that needs to be looked at or figured out. I'm not sure if that happened or not. Okay, so with that all said, let's dive into it. To begin with, tech. Britain's got 2 factories, 2 tech roles. They're going to roll for wartime economy and improved logistics, both at 7 or higher. So wartime hits, but logistics misses. So Britain is the first to complete wartime economy. That's not so bad. For diplomacy, Britain has a freebie, and then they're going to spend 2 IPP for 2 more rolls. So they're going to roll for Sweden, for Belgium, which will be black. Whoa, I've never done that before. There we go. I didn't know that's what that did. And Spain will be the third. So black is Belgium, yellow is Sweden, and red is Spain. Wow, I missed on Spain, but that was almost very good. So Belgium aligns as well, and Sweden moves to stage 2. So that is very fun times, for me anyway. Oops. Okay. So there's that. Interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. And then down here, there's going to be that as well. Oops. Okay. So I've had some pretty good luck as of late as far as diplo rolls have gone. No doubt about that. Okay. Okay, and that is $2 more for Britain. The rich get richer. Okay, so pretty solid. 1 for 2 on tech, 2 for 3 on diplo, and Belgium aligns. For combat moves, I'm going to do a strap bombing run at Berlin. I am going to attack Macedonia with everything in Thessaly. Yeah, that's it. I am going to take the transport in a I-5, go 1, 2, pick up these 2 units, and then move my 3rd from the boosted factory here, or port, I mean. And these guys are going to attack into southern Iraq with the infantry from Najd, and these 2 boosted from Aden are going to go 1, 2 to do some bombards. Oops, shoot. And then I am going to do an attrition attack into German South Africa, and then these 5 colonials are all going to attack German South Africa. And I believe that for combat moves, that'll be it. So let's do the air raid, strat bombing raid on Berlin first. So nothing happens there. And then I'm going to have him land back in Lorraine, actually. So 1, 2, 3, he can move, land back in Lorraine. So no change, no damage done there. Then we'll do the fight in Macedonia. So it's a mountain crossing. So in round 1, I'm going to have 7 at 1. And my Gurkha, who's a mountain infantry, will be at 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so blue is at 1 and green Gurkha is at 3. Nothing. And you've got 1 defender at 4, I believe. I'll double check that. So it's a hit for you. Yeah, just the 1 defender, so I'll lose a colonial. Then in round 2, because pretty sure anyway, erase that so we can see it. I think Macedonia is not a full mountain territory. So I believe the mountain crossing is over. So now I'm going to have these blues are at 2 and the Gurkha remains at 3. Oh, and I can hear my boy crying. Just roll your Austrian infantry. And he missed. Okay, so I will be back to carry on in a second. Everybody in our family keeps getting sick. Nobody's sleeping. It's actually been pretty crummy. Okay, that's a dollar swing for one up for Britain, one down for AH. Okay. And I think the only other, oh no, two other combats. So we got one down here. So for bombards, pre-dread will be, I'm actually going to change that to orange. And the cruiser blue will be 2. So Pre-Dread at 3 orange, Cruiser at 2 is blue. Okay, not great. So I have 3 at 1, and you've got 1 at 4. So blue is at 1 attacking, orange defending at 4. And that is going to be a double casualty, and I will retreat. So that didn't go great, but that's okay. Okay. And then down here, I'm going to start with the attrition attack. So the artillery is just going to do an attrition attack here. And miss. And then I have five at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at 5 at 1, and gray defending at 4. So round 1. Nothing for anybody. Round 2. Nothing for anybody. And round 3. Nothing for anybody. Okay. So I will retreat. 1 back to South Africa, 1 back to Angola, and then everybody else here. Okie, I believe that is it for combat moves. So then for non-combat, I'm going to march the colonial from southern Greece to Thessaly. The transport in that sea zone is going to just move with the 1 colonial from Crete to Thessaly. Transport over in A44 is going to use a strategic naval move to go 1. Pick up the 2 infantry in Portugal, then go 2, 3, 4, 5, and unload the 2 infantry into Thessaly. And then with my remaining strategic naval move, I am going to take this transport and go 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Just put them here. I'm just going to move the colonial from Somaliland to British Africa, move the one from Dervish State to Italian Somaliland. I don't... Yeah, shoot. And then, yeah, up here we've got 3 infantry that are just going to just march across the narrow crossing. This infantry and colonial will both just march into Belgium. That were already there. Those guys are coming across the narrow crossing. And then my transport is going to go 1 and move the infantry and artillery across to Belgium, so we'll have 2 artillery and a total of 5 infantry. And the fleet, sorry, the rest of the fleet's gonna come back here too. Actually, sorry, I'm going to change that up. The artillery that was in the Midlands, I'm going to just move him to London. So that'll just be 1. And I'm going to move my cav instead of the artillery over. And I will, holy shit, okay, I might just get a marker just because Belgium's just a little bit too squishy. And I want to have a cab in there, so I'll just grab that real quick. Okay, so we're going to have 5 infantry. Okay, why are you tipping over? You were fine. 1 artillery. And then what I think I'll actually do is flip this guy to ineffective, and this guy will go 1, 2, 3 with his non-coms. Go there. I'll make him and I'm going to take this guy off of map. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, I got a TBD here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I think that's everything. So I'll just place my dudes and carry on. Build those guys there. I'll build 2 infantry in London, and I'll send 1 to southern France. This guy has to be built in Africa, so I'll put him in South Africa. Now for these guys, I'm going to do 1 in southern Greece, 1 in Crete. I'm going to use the... No, I'm going to build another colonial there. I will use the colonial upgrade here. That. Build in Niger, Eastern Egypt, and I think Western Egypt for my colonials. And I'll build a tank in... You know what? I think I'm going to build it here, actually. Oh, no, I can't. I've already built my artillery there. I'll build it in London. think that's it. And I'm going to roll my wartime income, which is pretty exciting. Whoopsies. Oh, sweet. 11. Okay, so I'm at 43. Plus 11 is 54. And one trade buck is 55. Thanks. I like that. Okay. I think that's it. I apologize for the long turn. I mean, a big chunk of it was just you guys in silence watching, so I apologize for that. But yeah, we'll sign off for now. Talk to you guys soon. Adios.